Really, Ufotable? I knew you all were adding additional content to this season, but you mans dedicated a whole post-credit scene to bootleg Michael Jackson slow walking to some light Japanese rock. I thought you mans were better than this. It's like you had a meeting with the dons over there in Toei and asked them for tips on how to squeeze out an extra 2 minutes from a single panel. Then the animation director at Toei was like, make them walk slowly. I'm not complaining, this was a pretty good episode. It was so eye-opening because it made me realize I was wrong about two very important things.
今度から懐におはぎを忍ばせておいて、品津川に会うとき、あげようと思う。そうしたら、きっと仲良くなれると。
I gave these birds too much flack last week because this crow was speaking pure facts about this one. Shinazagawa isn't friending up with anybody. He is a deranged, aged up version of Bakugo with a sword. The only thing he understands is hitting things. The other thing I was wrong about was Tanjiro. I take back what I said. The Forder Slayers are right about him being the mother of the show.
でも、心配だよ。
That was the type of expression my mother would make if I refused to eat my veggies when I was younger. The only difference is that she wouldn't have walked away so gracefully from that encounter. It was either I ate the veggies or I'd end up eating a slipper. I hope Zenitsu is okay. He's seen some better days. The final better give us an update on his situation instead of more slow walking. Besides Giyu and Windy's scrapping, which, by the way, I find it interesting how Ufotable displays Windy's wind effects like that. It's almost like this expired green color. I've never seen wind being conveyed like that in animation. It's pretty creative. The main focus of this episode is Himejima's sad anime backstory, which I can proudly say that it was 15 minutes well spent because I felt like I understand his character a lot more now. I would actually give a bit of a shit if his head got sliced to bits in the final battle. Unlike Tits and Snakey, Himejima taught us all a very important lesson in this episode. Never become a stepdad. I mean, let me say that again. Children can be dicks. You see, Himejima put me between a rock and a hard place with that one. Oh, my dad jokes are so lame. In all seriousness, this man wouldn't be crying all the time and have major trust issues if these little shits weren't dicks to some degree. So, younger skinny Himejima was raising some kids in a temple and all was well. They would eat food together and pick on their parental guardian for looking like Jack's fit.
So you guys here for uni then?
I thought this was going to be a wholesome little story until the kids were dicks. Exhibit A, the snitch. This little prick didn't abide by his curfew and snitched to the demon about his fam's whereabouts. Of all the snaky things you could have done, you literally delivered a killer to your family, then you got rid of the security to make the killer's job easier. All so you could run about at night and do what? This isn't East London, where you can play knockdown ginger in your hood or visit the local dealer for some food. Nah, I'm messed up for that one. But seriously, this kid is a dick. Why would you snitch like that? Exhibit B, the kids that wouldn't fucking listen. Look at this man. His arms are out, ready to lay down his life for you. He doesn't have a gentle smile like Kakashi saying everything is gonna be okay, but you could have at least listened to him. I know he's blind, which damn, in retrospect, I feel like a dum-dum for not clocking on straight away because this man doesn't have any pupils. The kids were like, "But no, I'm a child and I know better. Don't throw the scissors like that or someone will get hurt. Don't run on the road or you could get run over. Don't run towards the demon because you're 3 feet tall." They weren't dicks, they were just stupid. And there's a lot of overlap between those two, so I'm just going to keep them on the dick list. But the worst of all of these meddling kids has to be this puny prick, Seo. There is no excuse for this behavior. Exhibit C, the kid that gets you put behind bars. After seeing 7 of his stepkids get eaten, Himejima is pissed. I wasn't sure of what was going to happen because at this point in the story, Himejima is on that no might timing in terms of his lean muscle mass, but I was pleasantly surprised. Himejima wrestles this demon, rips off his hand, then massacres him worse than Duchesne did from Top Boy to that one guy that lost his money. This was brutal and honestly traumatizing. But you wouldn't then go and tell the feds that your dad killed everyone when you literally saw some scaly prick with massive eyeballs vaporize half of your siblings. Now, I know some of you in the comments will be like, "But she's a child. He was punching for hours and she was scared." Here I am thinking that the system puts brothers in the struggle down, but the system only works because dickish kids like Seo or Sayo, whatever her name is, enables this to happen. Man, I understand why this guy is always crying. I would be crying constantly and guzzling down copious amounts of beer if that was my sad anime backstory. I just hope they didn't get this man on child support when he got out of prison. Hey guys, I've just started a Patreon, so if you want to support my channel by giving me $1 a month, I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching this video and see you next week.